Guys, things are getting out of hand, and we need to talk about this Pearl Davis chick. She is just spewing hateful rhetoric left and right every day, every second of her show, and it is just obscene. YouTube has already demonetized her channel, but that is not enough. YouTube needs to outright ban these types of content creators, for their speech is unacceptable. Not only is it unacceptable, it's also violating the YouTube terms of service, so YouTube, get on it, ban these people. But the reason we're here today, guys, is because YouTube hasn't banned these people yet, and so apparently I have to do YouTube's job for them. So here we are, talking about the villain that is Pearl Davis. And in case you don't believe me, we even have a video of Pearl Davis singing a song about being the villain. Check it out.
What you want, I'll be the demon if that's what you need. I'll be the villain if that's what you gotta believe. I'll be the villain if I have to, 'cause you can't see another point of view. They hate me because I tell the truth. I'll be the villain if that's what you want. I'll be the demon if that's what you need. I'll be the villain if that's what you gotta believe. If they criticize me at all costs, I know maybe that hope is lost. There's more to gain from lying than telling the truth. So I'll be the villain if that's what you want. I'll be the demon if that's what you need. I'll be the villain if that's what you gotta believe. Even the devil's got a price. Even the devil's gotta sleep at night. They hate me 'cause I put up a fight. There's two sides to every story, yours, mine, and the truth. There's nothing that they will not do. 'Cause I'll be the villain if that's what you want. I'll be the demon if that's what you need. I'll be the villain if that's what you gotta believe. The villain if I have to, 'cause you can't see another point of view. They hate me because I tell the truth. So I'll be the villain if that's what you want. I'll be the demon if that's what you need. I'll be the villain if that's what you gotta believe. What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel.
Now, you might be thinking that's just all hyperbole and whatnot, and that's not actually who Pearl really is, but fear not, for I have ex-coworkers of Pearl that spill all the beans on how evil and terrible she actually is, and you'll soon come to realize that that villain song is actually not satire or comedy in any way at all, and she is actually completely 100% serious. So, in case you weren't aware, Sarvi worked with Pearl when she first moved to the UK, and he basically helped make Pearl a popular podcast host, basically turned her into the successful podcast host that she currently is now, because before Pearl came to England, she was a nobody. But after Sarvi got on her show, all of a sudden she was a somebody. You know, because Pearl, she couldn't have done it without Sarvi. That guy literally lifted her out of the dirt and threw her up in the stars. And now she stands on the shoulder of giants and acts like she got there all on her own. And what makes things worse is, on top of all of that, she is a racist. Just absolutely the worst type of racist. Pearl Davis basically enjoys enslaving Africans. She literally laughs about it on her show. Not only that, she is such a sick person. She literally forces her slave Africans to laugh along with her as she's laughing at the fact that they are slaves for her. Yeah, I know that sounds like hyperbole, but I am not even exaggerating. That is literally what she does on her show. I'll show that clip in just a second, but first, we need to get through what Saragavi has to say about Pearl's quote-unquote colonizer mindset, because, hoo boy, Pearl might have some race issues. You know what I mean?
So when she came to London, she said that she wanted to make a podcast. And I said, no problem. Okay, let's talk about it. And I decided to feature on her show. Now, when I featured on her show, because of my following in the UK, people would tune in. So essentially, I helped Pearl grow her channel. Okay, I was on there week to week, and I was working with her based on a fee. So the tragic death of Kevin Samuels happened, and there was a vacuum within the manosphere space. Who was it going to be filled by? It was actually filled by just Pearly Things along with other content creators. Now, I believe that the reason why this space was filled is because Kevin Samuels had a large following of black men. And these black men were essentially fed up with the way feminism had taken over their community, specifically their women. So when he died, there was a vacuum and a lot of black men looking for content like this. And it was filled by Pearl. And I believe that Pearl rose to fame because she herself was the opposite of what those men had been seeing. She was a white woman. She wasn't the types of women that they had been seeing. And essentially, she was regurgitating Kevin Samuels' content. So I began working with Pearl, and from the beginning, I started to think that maybe this girl has a colonial mindset. Now, we all know that we don't want to be paranoid, so I kept working with her. However, the more I worked with her is the more that I saw. She had a colonial type viewpoint when it came to black people. And I had to school her a few times on what it was like to be black and the black experience, and also what slavery and colonization was actually like.
Do you think that historical catastrophes must be compensated for?
No.
No.
That's stupid.
So then, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing.
Yeah.
So then, how come there were groups of people that got compensation then?
How come?
For instance, like Jewish people, Chinese people, Japanese people with the bombs. Like there were groups of people who got compensated.
I don't know.
So it wasn't fair.
What? Well, I'm talking about like when I think about group, I think about reparations. So I mean, maybe if the people were still alive today, like I don't know, maybe. But like when you said historical, I thought you meant like at the past, not the present.
Yeah, so like in the past, so like people talk about slavery. So in the past, you know, the Holocaust happened. In the past, you know, the Japanese, but people got compensated for it.
Yeah.
There's a book, right, called How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. And when you read that book, you realize that the whole Industrial Revolution and stuff like that was started because of the colonization. And you just think, well, if you didn't do that, then you wouldn't be as successful.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You just heard it for yourself firsthand from Saragavi, one of Pearl's ex-employees. And I didn't leave it clipped into this video, but he also in this same video goes and talks on about how the contracts that Pearl signs up all of her content creators on are basically just slave contracts, and they literally get paid pennies on the dollar. But did y'all see Pearl's complete and utter denial of the evils of white supremacy and slavery? She literally doesn't believe in reparations, guys. Like, what a racist. She doesn't even believe in reparations. I can't believe she said that. But here we go, like I promised. Here's the proof, guys. Here is proof of Pearl on her show. This is from today and from a few days ago, but this has been going on for over a month, that she has not been paying her producer, Blessing, who is a Nigerian immigrant into the UK, and her poor producer has been caught up in this slave contract, and he's unable to leave the slave contract that Pearl has him entangled in. And not only that, it's such a tight and good contract on him that he literally has to laugh along with her as she jokes about the fact that she is not paying him for the work that he is doing. Check it out, guys.
Guys, welcome to the Audacity Network and welcome to another episode of Pearl Daily, where I cover this week's treachery, debauchery, and craziness. Before I start, make sure you like the video. And guys, you already know, we're trying to pay Blessing this month, right, Blessing?
Right.
He's been basically working pro bono, right, Blessing?
Sad times. Help a brother out.
Did you guys hear how defeated Blessing sounded in that? Did you hear that? Like, that poor man is being slaved away, worked to death by this horrible, evil, racist colonizer, Pearl Davis. I can't believe she gets away with it. Just absolutely astounding the levels of racism that are present in today's society.
Of Pearl Daily. All right, today we have a special show for you, but before we start, Blessing, I didn't even move my water bottle. Before we start, please, guys, consider signing up to our yearly memberships. I really want to pay Blessing this month, even though he's agreed to work pro bono, right, Blessing?
Help a brother out, guys.
Even though, I'd like to pay him. So please, send super chats on the website and sign up to our membership.
And in the second clip, you could clearly see that Pearl literally blames Blessing for not moving her water bottle before starting her show. What a horrible, evil, racist colonizer she is. How dare she blame him for that? But yeah, guys, just remember, you saw it here first. Pearl is running all of her employees on slave contracts. She's literally enslaving Africans, as you could see the video evidence of the literal man admitting to his own slavery live on air. And this was like literally yesterday. And then not only that, we also have ex-employees that were also Africans that Pearl has also entered into slave contracts, but Sauron was able to get out before he was trapped into a slave contract. He just worked with Pearl, as a fee, basically, for each day that he worked with her, or for each video he did with her. He just did a fee instead of signing a full-on contract with her like poor Blessing did. So yeah, guys, make sure you leave a like on this video if you want to free my brother Blessing from this horrible, evil colonialist Pearl. Subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to follow me on Rumble.